Yo, what's up guys? Taveras Media here, back with another video, and today's going to be a special one because this one is going to be a little bit more aimed at, I guess you could say, people who want to get into this space and people who are even in this space, because I feel like a lot of people may be a little, I guess you could say, unorganized because there's so much content to consume, like, how to build bots, how to service these, because again, this is very different from like social media marketing. So like, how do I service these bots? How do I onboard my clients? How do I integrate into their CRM or their whatever channel they're using? So there's a lot of different kind of variables you have to take into account since it is a new space. And I think this can apply to people who are already running their AI agency, and also people who want to get started, and even people who want to kind of I guess you say, refurbish their agency to go ahead and get on a better start. One thing I can say is extremely important is to not rush, guys. The more you rush, the less results you see. The more you take slow, being focused and getting all the right steps in place, the more results you see. It's ironic, it's funny. And yeah, guys, we're gonna be talking about it in today's video. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the growth and support. I mean, we're literally growing like crazy. We're literally about to hit 1,000 subscribers. And again, once we do hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be releasing the free public Discord for all of us, so you guys can stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate it. We're all in this together. We're gonna be the new Iman Gotsi of AI agencies, because again, like guys like Liam Otley and Liam Evans, those bigger guys, or Brett Milanowski, they don't really get in depth, on how to actually get more into the agency kind of side. Like, they just say, I don't know, like, I watch their videos, like, they'll have a 3-hour presentation and it just still feels very dull. And that's fine, because at the end of the day, these guys are big. Their goal is to make money off YouTube and to also keep the competition low for themselves. I try to provide as much value for you guys as well, without trying to give you guys everything, so you guys can at least learn for yourselves, because I really don't like it when people just give out all the sauce and people don't get to learn for themselves, because then they just chase they chase FOMO, they chase the shiny object syndrome. I want you guys to get creative, find ideas, and implement it, because that's how you will see success, not copying others. But anyways, I want to give you guys, again, a guide and walkthrough, and also a refurbishment of how you run your agency, because you don't want to mess this up. So how to start an AI automation agency, and this is going to be a slideshow. So let's get into the first slide. Starting an AI automation agency is obviously an exciting opportunity. It pretty much helps businesses leverage AI or GPT mechanisms, or the large language models, to be able to automate certain tasks in their business. Now, when people think of AI automation, they just think of chatbots. It's not only chatbots, it is auto GPT bots, so meaning bots that can handle repetitive tasks, whether it's creating and automatically creating hundreds of invoices every single day for an accounting or a law firm, whatever, being able to handle documents, emails. It's not only just chatbots, so don't get that twisted, guys. It pretty much automates businesses' tasks, so that can be anything. Creating GPT tools is very possible, and that's what it's about. So let's get into the next one. Research the industry, guys. This is very important. You need to analyze the competition, research your competitors, right? Go through the videos, watch on YouTube, like what kind of content people are uploading, what kind of videos are they uploading in terms of what kind of bots are they selling, right? You don't always want to follow all the hype. You want to get very creative. Again, and I can speak this from experience. When I try to follow the hype and I was trying to sell these bots to, people, they're like, bro, we don't need this, but we can use this in other avenues of our business. We just need it a little bit different. So guys, it's not always just, oh, we want an e-commerce customer support chatbot. There's always things you need to think outside the box and apply that to businesses through the ideology of scoping. You need to diagnose the business, because that's what you are. You are a business consultant at the end of the day. You are a software developer, so you have to understand the person's problems and be able to, provide a solution through that with AI. Not just try to sell them chatbots because it's a cool, feature. You got to figure out what's the problem and solve it, because we are we're a solution service, right? We're an automation service or an agency. So analyze the competition and recognize what is going on in the market. Where are people doing? Where are people going? What are people doing right now? Where's the hype going? How can I stay away from that, or how can I take that and fine tune it into a more sustainable model, right? Identify target customers. So determine what types of businesses would benefit the most from AI automation services, which is so important, because now you've got it's like peanut butter and jelly. You need both of them to go together. You can't have the peanut butter without the jelly. If you eat peanut butter alone, you're weird. If you eat jelly alone, you're definitely weird. You need both together, and then you need the bread and the bread to make it all into one, right? So you need to find out what targets, what niche, what customers, what pain points can I find and apply that with AI. And this is so important. I've talked about this in my previous videos. It's so important to find your niche, find that space, because this is not an this is not a social media marketing agency or lead gen agency where you can kind of be general. You're providing a software, you're providing a technology. So it's very important to understand the business and ins and outs of every single customer that you have, because this is technology. You're not just providing marketing services through Facebook ads, which is very linear. You need to get very open, and you have to map out your audience. It was just so important. You can't just have a really good idea, right? It's like having an amazing product idea and then just not going to the right audience, and then they don't want to buy your product, and then, oh wait, my product doesn't work, and then you end up giving up on your product. That's not the case. It's always the audience. You can have a great product and go to a wrong audience, and then they don't want it. So it's very important to find your audience and where people find value and actually can reap value from your product. And then obviously determine the service to offer. So again, based on customer needs, decide which AI automation services to provide, such as chatbots, process automation, data analysts, etc. Again, that is the 3-step funnel. You need to analyze your competition. Once you've done that, you need to identify your niche, your customer audience, right? Your ideal area and your ideal expertise, and then you need to figure out what kind of service you need to offer to this expertise, right? So let's go to the next one. Next one is create a business plan, right? So you need to have an obvious description. You need to have a motive. You need to have this is my goal. And you need to build a brand. This one is super important. I want to get to the next slide. You need to build a website and establish a brand. This is literally like the most important part, guys. I see people rushing. Dude, if you guys saw my 1-hour cold calling video, literally all of them say, what is your company's name? What's your company's name? They want to see who you are. Like, can I see your website? I don't have a website. Or like, bro, you don't understand. This is probably the first step you need to figure out is because this is at least what you can do. You need to figure out a name. You need to get a logo. You need to build a website. And as you guys can see, if you saw my last video, right, I was offering websites. I'm still doing that. So if you guys want to buy a website for cheap, so you don't have to go spend an arm and leg and spend thousands of dollars, because guys, these websites I'm building are worth thousands of dollars. I'm charging nothing. Hit me up on Discord. I'll help you out. I've already made a whole bunch of websites for people. I'll show you the testimonials. So here are the testimonials. Like, I've already built out websites for people. They're super happy. Like, they actually like their website, and it's so important, bro. Like, this is a website that I built for my friend. He loved it. This website is probably worth $3,000 easily, and I only charge him like $400, and it has like cool animations. I also charge like $100. Like, guys, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna charge you thousands of dollars. I think that's BS. This is my website I made. This is my website. Like, look at this. When I told them my business name on that cold call video, and they went on my website, they were like, okay, But when they're going to ask you, I don't think you guys understand. Like, they are going to ask you, like, hey, I want to see your website. I want to see like some testimonials. I want to see your brand. And you're gonna be like, oh, I don't have a website, or show them some trash WordPress template. Like, come on, guys. You guys have to invest into this. This is literally the most important step. It's like running a Shopify e-commerce store without even a Shopify store. You literally need this. Like, if people tell you, oh, don't, and that's the thing. That's why I didn't like Liam Otley's video. He's like, oh, don't worry about a website. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Like, bro, that's so unethical to go to a business and try to service them a product without even having an entire brand or image around you. Like, oh, can I see your website? Can I see your testimonials? I don't have that. Like, bro, it logically doesn't make sense. If you do not have a website, if you do not have a logo, if you do not have a name, if you don't have an Instagram account, if you don't have anything that has, this is my brand, this is my company, this is my agency, then what the heck are you even doing? Like, that's the first step you need to get down, is build a website, build and establish a brand, establish an image, whether it's like, having I have a business email, right? That's linked to my website. I send emails from that business email. I'm not sending from my personal email. I have a logo that's on my business email. I have my brand. I have all my branding on my business. So important, guys. I can't stress this enough. It's so annoying when I just see people Like totally like not putting effort into this. It's so key. I will help you guys if you guys need help, building your brand, because I obviously, I'm good in that, and I don't want you guys to go off to other people and get charged a arm and a leg, and I also don't want you guys to go on yourself and not put in the effort because you don't have the skills. So you guys can hit me up on Discord. I'll get you helped out really cheap. Like again, obviously I'm gonna charge because it's that's just how business goes, right? So yeah, these are the websites I made. I've made a lot more, and yeah, that's obviously the most important step. You need to identify your niche. You need to identify your customer audience, what you're going to service, and then obviously you need to get down your brand and image, right? And then you also need to create a business. So this is also important. So you also need to get an LLC, which I would recommend because you guys are going to be signing a lot of contracts, and you guys want to be able to protect yourself. And again, you're going to still have to do taxes. Like, when you're signing $5,000, $10,000 deals, you're going to be able to do taxes, whether it's under an S Corp or anything. You need to do taxes, and you guys got to get that down. That's obviously super important. So you guys can open up a sole proprietorship or an LLC. I would recommend doing an LLC and get that under your name. Build the brand out. Like, do not go into this trying to just, I'm going to go straight for the money. Forget everything else. Like, bro, okay. All right, let's get into the next slide. And then hiring a team, right? So if you guys are not familiar with the tech stack and you don't want to have to deal with having to build the bots, I would definitely recommend, hiring an AI, a developer. You can go on Fiverr; they're pretty cheap. You can hire a developer to do that, or build out a team. You also can get project managers. Like, you guys can build out a team. It is possible. If you guys want to, this is just kind of like a recommendation. So you can go in Discord groups like AAA Incubator and just talk to people, network with people, and try to build out a team. Get developers, get conversation designers, get people who can hop on the call and do sales calls. Like, build out a team. That is optional. Honestly, you can do this all by yourself, which I kind of do recommend, but I want to give you guys that idea and that availability to be able to do that. And that's it, guys. It's pretty much like the basics of it, right? So, we talked about this. Find your audience, find your niche, find out what services you're going to provide. Build your brand, so your website, your LLC, your logo, get all of that down. That is so important because 90% of people are going to ask to see, hey, what's your company's name? You have no SEO targeting. Like, what if they search up your company and they can't even find it on Google? They need to see your website. They need to see testimonials. They need to see your YouTube. They need to see your Instagram. I have a YouTube channel. I have testimonials. I have a website. I have a Twitter. I have everything. That's all set. If you guys don't get that down, it is an embarrassment, because when you do get asked that and you're over here stuttering because you don't want them to see your cheap WordPress template, then you're going to fall flat on your face. So get that down. Again, you guys can hit me up on Discord. I'll help you set all that up for really good price, like really cheap. I'm not charging you an arm and leg. I want to help you guys out, but obviously, I have to charge for my services because, it does take me time and hard effort. And yeah, guys, that's really it. Like, don't overthink this. Get all the important steps down. Figure out the tech stack. You guys can use VoiceFlow to build out these bots. And yeah, guys, I have all my videos on my channel teaching you guys how to build bots. Like, I have hour-long videos teaching you guys. So you have all that content down there. And, we're all going to kill in this space, guys. God bless you all. And let's crush it, guys. Let's keep growing. Expect that Discord chat to come out soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. Peace out. Taveras Media's out. See you guys later.